Hello, my name is Vahid Taslimi and today I'm going to show you how to install Nintex Analytics 2010 on your SharePoint environment. Actually, I'm going to show you how easy it is to install it on your environment.
To get started, let's quickly have a look at the system requirement. It's part of the installation guide document which is shipped on the Connect site or with the MSI. Basically, you can install Nintex Analytics 20 on Windows Server 28 Standard Edition Enterprise Data Center or Web Server with Service Pack 2 or 64-bit version of 28R2 Standard Enterprise Data Center or Web Server editions. One thing you have to notice is you gotta have .NET Framework 3.1 Service Pack 1 installed to be able to use the application. Our application uses OData, which is part of .NET Framework 2.5 Service Pack 1. Now, let's get started. To get started, I'm gonna go to my download folder where I've downloaded the MSI. Okay, I start by double clicking on MSI. Yep, click next. Read the service level agreements. Agree. Next. I'm gonna stick to the default installation path. Next and next. Well, now at this point, setup has copied the required data to our hard disk and it's gonna launch the configuration wizard within few seconds. Well, this is the configuration wizard. I'm gonna click on next. Well, it's gonna warn me that it's going to restart RS during the setup. I'm already aware of that. Okay, next. This point. Gonna import my license file. I've got my license file here on the desktop, trial license file. Okay, and next. Well, to run our collectors or services, we need you to have a service account available. Now, this is my service account. I'm gonna use it. Our collectors are gonna use this account to run. Next. While this is running, one thing you have to notice, you have to run this as an administrator user. Otherwise, you won't be able to run the setup and configuration. So you need to log into your SharePoint server with administrative right and run the MSI. At this point, Nintex Analytics is trying to analyze your system, get itself familiar with your SharePoint environment setting, so we can optimize the setup. Okay. This step, Nintex Analytics is asking us to specify the database where we want the Nintex Analytics content database to reside. You can use either Windows authentication or SQL Server authentication based on your server setting. I'm gonna stick to the Windows authentication and my server name is perfectly correct here. Next, this step is asking us for two different options. First option is asking us to tell Nintex Analytics setup where we want our global report center to be installed. We're gonna have one global report center per farm, and I can tell Nintex Analytics where to install it using this little site picker dialog box. Okay, I'm gonna say okay, install it here, the root level. Okay, the second option is asking us whether we want to use the default report pack shipped by Nintex. Basically, this is the report pack containing more than 80 reports, which are pretty useful. But in some cases, you may want to choose to use your own custom report pack, which is tailored to which contains report tailored to your specific requirements. To do so, you can say I want to specify my own custom report pack. Click on Browse and select an NRP file. But for this one, I'm going to stick to the default report pack, click next, And well, this step is asking us which services we want to install. For more information about these services, you can always refer to a help part. But if you click on any of these services, the right hand side, it gives you a quick and good description about each of them. I'm gonna stick to the default selection. I click next. This is basically the last step. Is asking me to review my settings. I'm okay with all of it. I've chosen administrator of my service account for all my services, my database setting. I'm alright with all of them, and apply. One final confirmation, yes. This step is to start. It starts to deploy the features, all the files requirements to run Nintex Analytics. This may take up to a few minutes depending on your environment setting, your hardware configuration. I'm gonna wait for this to finish. Okay, as you see, the configuration has been successful. I had to fast forward the process, to save some time. So I'm gonna click on finish, and I'm gonna make sure that it's installed and everything's configured correctly. To do so, I'm gonna launch my browser, just double check that it's installed correctly. Seems I need to enter my password slowly. Accept my password. Okay, here we are at the SharePoint Central Administration. Okay, and we've got Nintex Analytics management settings here. On the other hand, on the question on the root side, I've got the Nintex Analytics available now. I can click on it and start browsing the reports. Well, thanks for watching this video. In the